The start of the study was an undergraduate in my lab was interested in doing a senior honors thesis, and she had suggested the idea that there might be an influence of using Facebook on college women's concerns about eating and dieting because of things that she was seeing posted in her own Facebook page. And we talked about that and decided that we wanted to do basically a two-stage study. One was simply to look at the association between how frequently women used Facebook and what their own levels of disordered eating attitudes and behaviors were. And then the second part was to actually see whether using Facebook caused changes in risk factors for eating disorders. And so for that second part, we did an experiment in which we recruited college women to come into the lab, and they were randomly assigned to either spend 20 minutes using their own Facebook page the way they normally would, or 20 minutes spending time on Wikipedia learning about the ocelot, which is a rainforest mammal, or watching a little clip of that. And then what we looked at is what was the change in things that we know increase risk for eating disorders. And with that, what we found is that the time spent on Facebook did contribute to maintenance of weight and shape concerns, as well as increases in anxiety compared to the women who spent their time looking at the ocelot. We are talking about things that increase women's anxiety, increase how concerned women are about their weight and shape, the extent to which they will restrict their food intake or sometimes experience a loss of control over their eating. So really what we're talking about is a core set of risk factors that can lead to a range of eating disorders. So now it's not the case that the only place that you're seeing sort of thin and idealized images of women in bathing suits is on magazine covers. Now your friends are posting photos, carefully curated photos of themselves on their Facebook page that then you're just constantly being exposed to. So our interest in Facebook was that it represented a very unique merging of two things we already knew could increase risk for eating disorders. Ultimately, eating disorders are very serious forms of mental illness. They're associated with the highest rates of mortality of any psychiatric illness and high rates of chronicity. They're not things that women necessarily grow out of. We do know that peer factors have a significant influence, and so understanding when and how peers do things that are unhelpful to one another gives us an important opportunity to protect and prevent.